Imagine a month where you follow every routine and rituals like waking up early, meditation, journaling, working out. Imagine a month where you're extremely productive, where you complete every important task without any procrastination. What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is your host Utkarsh, and in this video we are gonna plan the next perfect month with the help of habit tracker and a planner. So without any further ado, let's jump into the video. So I like to do this because I've realized at the micro level it's all about good habit. If you want to be productive, this is a sacred ritual for me. I make a habit tracker not because I'm the most organized person. I make it because I'm seriously chaotic and easily distracted by the cute cats and dog videos on the internet. So I need a system to keep me laser focused, and habit tracker does it for me. Motivation is overrated anyway, and willpower doesn't work either, at least not for long. I usually make a habit tracker on Canva and rarely use Photoshop because Canva user interface is much easy to engage. I sometimes make the background on Photoshop, but that's about it. I keep a track of the days when I wake up early around 5 or 6 am because I've noticed whenever I did, I have been extremely productive. I also keep track of the days I did meditation, which helps me with my creativity and keeps me focused and calm. There is a section for gratitude which I found extremely helpful for making me aware of all the good things in my life, which I usually write by the end of the month. I kept a section for goals of the month. I realized having clear and precise goals eliminated the chances of procrastination, because the moment you look into your calendar, you realize you don't have time to waste. I also created a section for birthdays and special events, because we have so much going in our life that we often forget other people's special days and look like narcissistic pricks. I also keep track of my productivity hours each day with the help of a planner and habit tracker. You can define your productivity hours in your own way. I will talk about planner later in the video. I will assign symbols for each habit. Cross for the days I woke up early around 6 am and circle for meditation. So apply this strategy for the months in which you want to complete several projects. You could highly benefit from this system if you have a 9 to 5 job and you're also doing some side hustle. You could also use this strategy for the months before your important exam. We often have a distorted view of our own behavior. Habit tracker will work great when you're having a bad day. It's easy to forget about all the progress you have already made. Habit tracker will provide a visual proof of your hard work. No month can be perfect unless you keep track of your everyday productivity. So let's talk about a system like daily planner to keep you laser focused every day. I like to keep a notebook like this where I write my daily productivity hours and the number of tasks I complete every day. I've been doing this since Feb 12 and it has been 7 months now. The beginning of my day is dominated by this only notion, and that is, what is the biggest and ugliest frog I have to eat today? It has been said, if the first thing you do each morning is to eat a live frog, you can go through the day with the satisfaction of knowing that this is probably the worst thing that is gonna happen to you all day long. Before you assume something weird, let me explain. Here, frog is a code for your biggest, most important task, the one you're more likely to procrastinate on if you don't do something about it. It is also the one task that can have the greatest positive impact on your life and results at the moment. That's why I became obsessed with waking up early too. I want to get my most important task done as early as possible, so the amount of stress could be drastically reduced by the end of the day. The first rule of frog eating is this: if you have 2 frogs, eat the ugliest one first. It means that if you have 2 important tasks before you, start with the biggest, hardest and most important task first. Resist the temptation of starting with the easiest task. The second rule of frog eating is this: if you have to eat a live frog at all, it doesn't pay to sit and look at it for very long. What if you have too many tasks, like 10 or 20? Then use the ABCD method to figure out which tasks are more important than the other. ABCD method is a priority setting technique that you can use every single day. Here's how it works. Think on paper. You start with a list of everything you want to do for the coming day. Place ABCDE next to each item on your list before you begin with your first task. An A task is very important, something that you must do. This is a task that will have serious positive or negative consequences if you do it or fail to do it. If you have more than one A task, you prioritize these tasks by writing A1, A2, A3 and so on. Your A1 task is the biggest and ugliest frog of all. A B task is the one that you should do, but it has only mild consequences. These are the tadpoles of your work life. This means that someone may be unhappy or inconvenienced if you don't do one of these tasks, but it is nowhere as important as an A task. The rule is that you should never do a B task when A task is left undone. A C task is something that would be nice to do, but for which there are no consequences at all, whether whether you do it or not. A D task is defined as something you can delegate to someone else. An E task is defined as something that you can eliminate and it won't make any real difference. Also use implementation intention to schedule the timing of your every task. The specification of time leads to more productivity and less procrastination. Implementation intention is a strategy to pair a habit with a specific time and location. The simple way to apply this strategy to your habits is to fill out this sentence. I will behavior at time in location. I will work out at 6 a.m. in my home, or I will meditate at 5 a.m. in my living room. I didn't understand the depth of time until I started planning my days. It's easy to overlook the concept of planning and take your time for granted. That was it, guys. I hope you adopt the habit of planning before doing any big project. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.